Hey Virgos, how's it going? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot. Welcome on into your September 2023 tarot reading. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. Just want to mention, as always, before we start, if you're interested in personal readings, you can find my information in the first link in the description below. Now, for September, we're doing something a little bit interesting. I got some channelings coming through for you that I wrote here on little pieces of index cards, if you will. So that was an interesting way to put it. But I got 3 quick channelings for you to go over for your month ahead, and then we'll actually dabble right on into the tarot. So the first channeling that came through was figure of speech. Do not mind my handwriting, but figure of speech was an interesting one. Have you ever had a moment where you're communicating something to someone and they're not getting it and you're like, oh, it's just a figure of speech? I definitely get the feeling here that this can be a time, especially now Mercury is going to be in retrograde moving into September, where miscommunication can be incredibly heightened. People could take offense to a situation or things that are said that even if that was not your intention, they may be feeling very triggered and they can take offense anyways. This is a time right now where I feel like people can be taking things pretty personally. Like, these are people in your personal life, friends, family members, lovers. So just be mindful. I don't want you to feel like you have to walk on eggshells around other people. It's kind of like, if people feel triggered and it wasn't your intention, don't kind of sit there and do everything within your power, I guess, to explain the figure of speech. You can explain the context. You can let them know it wasn't your intention. But if people are choosing to be triggered, they're going to be triggered, so you don't really have to keep going out of your way or walking on eggshells around people. It's kind of like, listen, you can continue to be triggered by something, but it wasn't my intent. It wasn't that energy behind it. If you continue to bear and carry that energy, I don't want you to feel that sense of responsibility, right? Of course, it's a different story if you have the intent to hurt another person, but if that's not the intention, you don't have to sit there, I guess, in a way, doing whatever you can to make it right. So be mindful of people at this time, okay? There can be a lot of temperament showing up here as well. The next thing we have here is hospitality and retraction. This was a very interesting one coming in for you guys. I get the sense to a certain degree that you've been very hospitable to certain people. Be very mindful of how hospitable you're being. I feel like this is a month, once again, guys, where people are in very triggered kind of energies around you, Virgo, and you can extend your hospitality, but sometimes people can take advantage of that. And I do see in certain circumstances, you may even be retracting this hospitable energy because individuals around you might be taking advantage of it here at this time. So don't be afraid to retract any sort of hospitality if you see that people here are taking advantage of it. Now, for the final channeling, which I love, we got gold mine, okay, Virgo? Some sort of gold mine coming in here for you, jumping into September. Definitely could be a perfect time here to stumble upon a gold mine. This could be an increase in finances. You might be finding some money unexpectedly or unexpectedly coming into some money. And this could be the energy of a promotion here, which would essentially make you feel like you have struck a gold mine, as there could be a massive increase in your financials, which is fantastic. But either way, guys, hope you enjoyed that quick intuitive sesh. Let's get on into it though, guys, and see what's up here for September 2023. So what do we got going on here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus as we approach September 2023? What's going to be going on here for their month ahead? And let's go ahead and take a look, starting out with the overall energy. The Devil. Yeah, I kind of think that goes back to these 2 cards that we were speaking about previously. I just keep hearing triggered, you know? People are in a very devilish kind of state right now. I think maybe a lot of people are kind of surrounded by a lot of negativity. So when people are really invested in negativity, it's hard for them to take anything in a positive manner or to have a positive perspective. You know, usually when you're in a bad space, you're going to look at everything within that perception. So I do feel like the Devil is here, and you can feel it and see it in your environment and people surrounding you. You know, looking at your current energy here, 5 of Swords. Here's the thing, Virgo. I do feel like you're trying to fight off the devil. You know, you're doing everything within your power to defend yourself, especially if like you keep finding yourself in situations where people are triggered and it's like, I'm not doing this here. It's not my intention. I don't know why you're feeling this way. You know, I can feel that energy very strongly where it's like your defense or on the defense. But I feel like, once again, it's a month that I want to tell you guys, just let it all go. Let it all blow over. Let people feel what they need to feel. If you need to be in solitude from specific individuals, do not hesitate to do it. This is the time right now not to feed into other people's egos and to feed into other people's own perceptions that are not necessarily the truest form of reality. So I would take a step back from feeding into other people right now. You know, looking at what you're dealing with, 8 of Cups. There you go. The energy of walking away, kind of focusing on doing your own thing instead. And looking at the current outcome here, the Temperance, absolutely working on yourself, keeping yourself high vibrational, really focusing on your energy. energy. You know, one of the greatest things we can do when we start to notice that our environment can be getting a little bit negative, or our environment can be consisting with people just dealing with a lot of heavy shit, we can set an example in a way and be a role model. What we can do is we can raise our vibration, be our best selves. We can do the best that we can to be in the best mood possible. And by us just simply filling up our cup, raising our vibration, and doing all that work to ward off and fight off these negative vibes, it can have the ability to influence the people around us in our environment. So it's almost as if, Virgo, I want to say to you this month, the more you can raise your vibration, the more you can do the best you can for yourself, it's going to trickle down and inspire other people and lift their vibration as well. So it's not about necessarily going out of your way to assist people by helping them and talking to them, because like I said, it is a very miscommunicative time. So miscommunications are showing up a lot, and it is very hard to get through to people. I do feel like with the Five of Swords, it's like you could try to get through to somebody, but it's going to feel like you're talking to a brick wall. So the best thing you can do is set an example and be a role model, and then other people will be inspired by your energy, okay? Which is really, really great to see. Now, having a look and seeing what's showing up in the challenge position, Seven of Swords, yeah, I think the challenge here, guys, is just everybody feels really jaded, and it doesn't even feel like it's you. I don't think you're jaded at all, Virgo. You are relatively good, but everything feels jaded, deceptive. There are weird freaking vibes for some reason showing up in September. So that's a little bit of the struggle and the challenge. It's like, why can't things be more peaceful, more calm, more comfortable? It just feels very, very weird. Let's clarify that Seven of Swords. You got a Page of Wands, you got here a Knight of Wands. Yeah, people seem very finicky. I do want to say, be mindful of romantic connections at this time. I feel like if people are coming in and are really spotty, if they're in and out and not very consistent, I'd watch out for those types of people. I'm going to be very blunt with you guys on this one. If people are coming in and they seem overly flirtatious, incredibly sexual to start with, that's definitely their intention and what it is they're looking for. So do be mindful if you're not looking for like a friends with benefits situation, and you're looking for real love this month, and you notice that people are overly sexual, overly flirty, chances are these are people that are having that intent with you anyways. They're not necessarily looking for love. But I see here, though, what's interesting is that it feels like there's something about September that's a little lackluster too. I think that for you guys, for some reason, you're trying to like find something passionate. You're trying to find these good vibes, these fun times, and it just feels like everybody's in such a weird space. But you know what this does though, Virgo? It creates an opportunity for you to create those good times and those good vibes for yourself, right? Instead of having it be provided for everybody, it kind of goes back to that role model situation where if you can be living your best life, be your best self, and raise your vibration to the fullest, it can really start to inspire other people to do the same. And if you can create positive vibes and great situations in your life too this month, it can start to create that everywhere else in your environment. So a lot will be determined on you, but it's not necessarily me saying that there needs to be pressure on you, because there shouldn't be, right? So I don't want you to feel like I need to be the best I can so everybody else can be doing great. No, be the best you can for you. Having that trickle down to other people is just a bonus, you know, point blank period. Moving on forward though, what can Virgo peeps expect throughout the rest of September? We have here the Page of Pentacles, and we also do have here the Emperor. So yeah, like I said, I feel like you guys are definitely getting to work here. I see with the Page of Pentacles, you guys are putting in a lot of effort in reference to respecting your own time, your own value, and in some cases even respecting your money. I feel like many of you are making good moves right now in the career world. So Page of Pentacles could be about making the proper investments to grow your money. Page of Pentacles could also be about possibly purchasing properties, purchasing a home maybe. Congratulations if that happens to be the case here for you. The Emperor card is like a person who's in a good enough position to do something. So I do want to mention you guys are definitely looking like you're in a good financial position this month, which is great. Like I said, you could have stumbled upon a gold mine, which is fantastic. So finances and just financials as a whole look pretty damn good, Virgo. But I do want to say here with the Emperor card, I feel like what you can expect throughout the rest of September too is a certain level of self-control that you're going to start to embody. It is this energy where, as I've mentioned, you are feeling a lot of triggered individuals around you. And when people are triggered, they want to trigger other people. They want to push your buttons too. And I think that from your perspective, it's going to really draw in a lot of self-control to where it's like, you know what? I'm not letting other people get to me. I'm not letting my environment influence me. I'm not letting my environment dictate how I should be feeling or what my vibration should be. So in a way, there's a lot of self-control that comes in here for you, and it's going to be one of those great types of energies to embody because it really helps you a lot in your life, especially going forward. All right, so far it's like a very weird, interesting month, but it's like you're chilling throughout this whole process, Virgo. I feel like that's the best way I could explain it. It's like everybody's got something going on, but you're like, I'm good. So I like it, guys. I like it a lot. I mean, you are Mercury influenced, right? Mercury is your planet. Same with Gemini. So it's always interesting how it's like, I've noticed, right? Virgos and Gems, you guys will have the calm throughout the retrograde and everybody else will have the storm. So let's go ahead and move forward, right? Let's have a look here and see what the outcome is going to be for Virgo peeps this month. What's going to be the outcome of September? And we have here the King of Swords. Yeah, you guys have yourselves together. King of Swords is a person who's disciplined. They have everything together. They're focused on all the right things, and they are making sure that they stay focused on all the right things. So looking at your outcome of the month, guys, you're diligent, you're focused. You guys are sturdy in a windy environment, you know? Everybody else seems to kind of have a lot of things going on, but I think you guys are going to stand tall and stand firm. All right. What is going to be the most important message that my Virgo peeps need to hear for September 2023? We have here the Eight of Pentacles. We have here the Judgment. And lastly, we have here the King of Wands as well. Yeah, as I previously mentioned here, right? King of Wands, you got a Judgment here. I think that this is a time right now to kind of, instead of, I feel like you're being called to not judge other people, but instead to just keep doing what you can to elevate and work on yourself. Because I feel like right now it's like people don't even realize how they're behaving. People don't even realize the energy they're bringing to the table. It's just like everybody's got something going on, but it's like they not know what they do. You know what I mean? And I feel like with the King of Wands showing up here, it's a great time for you to focus on your desires as well, because I don't want this to sound harsh, but it's like as everybody else may be having a lot of stuff happening, you're thriving during this period, you know? So it feels like as you're thriving, keep capitalizing off of this thriving energy, Virgo, and really continue to keep doing the work you want. It's a great time and a great month for your own personal goals and success, and it's for you to keep on setting the bar and to keep on achieving. So I really feel like you're in a very thriving energy, and universe here says keep capitalizing off that. Don't stop. Keep on thriving as best as you can going forward. Don't let anything else stand in the way. Okay, let's take a look here and see what other information is coming up here for September for my beautiful Virgo gang. What other information do we have? We have here a Six of Swords, so there's a new direction you can possibly be moving into. Some of you here could be forgiving and letting go of a past situation. I do get the sense here for some of you where it's like if there's been a past situation that might have haunted you for a very long time, you may actually be in the period of time where you've forgived and you're ready here to move on and you're ready to let go. So there could be some sort of healing coming to you. We have here the Fool card. Something new could be getting started. Elaborate on what this new thing could be. We have here the Six of Wands. Sorry, no, we have here the Seven of Wands. Cool. So there could be a new beginning here, especially in something that's felt blocked. This could be the energy of a blockage being cleared. If we're talking about a mental blockage or even a physical blockage, there could be something here being cleared up for you. So energy can flow again, which I love to see for you. That's really fantastic. I do feel health-wise, good health. If you've had some sort of blockage in health, or if you have felt like there's been something stopping you from being able to promote good health, that is going to be kicked out of the way so that you can flow to being more healthy in your life. But I want to mention here, if there's any sort of mental blocks you've dealt with, you may be overcoming them as well at this time in September 2023, which is really great to see. What else do we have for September for Virgos? We have Eight of Wands, and we have here Four of Pentacles. So Eight of Wands to the Four of Pence. Learning to let go of things that you've held on to out of fear. For some of you guys, if you have held on to things because you have been scared of losing them, you might be learning that this month that in doing so, it doesn't protect what it is you have. At the end of the day, we need to let go sometimes of the idea of losing anything. We got to be kind of willing to lose all that we have to really experience it and enjoy what we have right in front of us, right? A lot of us can be very protective over the people we love, very protective over our money, but at the end of the day, right, sometimes we need to lose the things that we've worked so hard to have in order to grow and expand it, right? With money, right? When people invest, you spend the money to invest it, but you invest it for it to grow. When it comes towards friendship, you know, it's okay to let go and let them do what they need to do, because if it's a true friendship, they'll continue to grow with you either way. So I feel here for Virgos, if you've been holding on to anything out of fear of losing it, it is a perfect time to kind of train yourself to not be so fearful of losing what you have. It really makes you appreciate and enjoy the experience so much more. All right. Any kind of final remarks here for September? For the zodiac of Virgo, any kind of final remarks, anything they need to be aware about? Six of Pentacles, very balanced time for you. Three of Pentacles, I keep getting great time for career, great time for work, guys. And we also have here Three of Swords paired with the Strength. Yeah, really great time as well for healing. So, you know, this month is basically showing that it's a thriving time for you. You know, I previously mentioned it might feel like everybody else is running rampant around and has got a bunch of stuff going on and is going a little crazy. But from your perspective, it is a beautiful time for you guys to continue to thrive. Like I mentioned to you before in the reading, the best thing you can do is work on yourself. And the more that you work on yourself and the more you see success there, the more it's going to trickle down and inspire others. So by raising your vibration and by really living your best life, it's going to help out others, which is great. But like I did say, good stuff for career, a lot of balance coming to you guys. I feel like if you had issues and problems, they're really dissolving coming into September because you're figuring out how to solve specific problems you've dealt with. So you are seeing problems dissipate and fade, and you are having healing coming to you with that Strength card and with that Three of Swords. There's healing coming your way, especially with Mercury retrograde coming into play here this month, because what Mercury has the tendency of doing is it basically shows us what we need to confront, what we need to heal. It kind of throws it in our face and says, hey, look, if you want to run away from what I'm trying to get you to heal from, I'll chase you and bother you till you do it. So it's like we might as well deal and confront and face what it is we need to heal. So I do see you guys taking action here in releasing, letting go, and healing, especially with things of the past, as what was brought up here previously. Okay. All right, though, Virgo, you guys had a pretty interesting reading. All right. I do hope you guys enjoyed it, though, nonetheless. And thank you so much for coming out here for your September 2023 tarot. Of course, if you enjoyed, drop a like. And if you are new here, definitely consider subscribing. I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. And if you guys want to go ahead and get a personal reading with me, head over to my website. I'll see you over there on the other side. But Virgos, much love to you. Happy birthday, by the way, to you guys. Hope you're going to be having a wonderful birthday. And I will catch you all in the next video. Much love and have yourselves a good one. Peace.